Yeah, definitely nerves around the dock walls, no doubt about that. The winner of this one will face Exeter in the semi-final. London, pre-event favourites, but, you know, they didn't look quite together on the water yesterday. Still learning the tricks of this new trade. But what is the power of being the home team? We're about to find out. It's Bristol against London in the company of Greg and Nick.
Bristol in the yellow, London in the turquoise. Bristol, an eclectic bunch who include Liam Hopkins at 3, who builds boats in his spare time, and Sam Rylands at 4, who trained to become a priest at Bristol Cathedral. For London, from bow to stern, 1 to 8, including the Cox Clara Jews, a boat made up entirely of London University rowers. The core of the crew raced together at Henley earlier this month.
And there should be a real togetherness about this London crew. They should be experienced. The Bristol crew is a fantastic composite, drawing from Wiltshire, Avon, Gloucester, Somerset, even some from the West Midlands. Really good to see if this crew in the gold can really go at it alongside the crew from University of London. And at the moment, pretty well stroke for stroke.
Bristol in the yellow at the top of the screen. The local boys on familiar water. London, another one of those crews who in the strictest terms haven't trained together much ahead of this weekend, but as a wider squad have been together all year, part of the London University Boat Club. We wonder how that might play out.
Yeah, well, togetherness is so important, and I think it's just starting to help the London crew in the light blue, but the Bristol crew, they know this water, they want this crowd to support them, they need that push, they need that motivation, and they're coming back now through the middle of the course. There's still plenty left in this, and this crew from Bristol in the gold really pushing it on now.
They've had a port in this city for over 1,000 years. The docks built in the 13th century. They've never seen anything like this. And Bristol just ahead seemingly, but London came back strongly towards the end. And again, we are going to need the photo finish.
We're going to need the photo finish. The smiles on the faces in that Bristol crew. I think they might have got it, but we really are going to have to wait for this one.
It is on the stroke. Look at London coming, but Bristol at the top. Just, it seems, cross first.
That looks to me like Bristol have just got that Cambridge, the boat at the bottom, the London boat was surging, but it looks to me like the Bristol crew are going to get that.
And it is confirmed that the winners are Bristol. They into the semi-finals. They have beaten the London crew, and they will face Exeter for a place in the final just before 5 o'clock.
Nottingham, follow on, stay that side of the boy.
Another tight race. Well, we expected that, Heather. Such a short course. It's going to be tight all day, isn't it?
Absolutely, and that was just timed to perfection by the Bristol crew. It was fantastic.
It's interesting. We didn't think there'd be so much of an ebb and flow to races, though. London really had to fight their way back into that. There is time over 350 metres, isn't there?
Yeah, there is, and you know what? We have talked about how it's really important to get the first 10 strokes right, but it's not over by then. You've still got another 250 metres after that. So the crews are really, there is kind of a give and take throughout the race, and we're really showing this. The guys aren't giving up early. They are hanging on right to the last stroke.
At what stage, how many metres in are these crews at full tilt, do you think? Because you kind of felt Bristol looked stronger in the first 50 or 60.
Yeah, I think it probably takes the crews 10 to 12 strokes to get up to full pace from 0 to max pace. And that is probably 80 to 100 metres. And then they've still got kind of the 250 still to go. And there's that danger that you might go too fast too soon. And I think maybe here with the Bristol crew, you saw them dying off a little bit and London were coming back. But maybe it was just time to perfection. They know this water, they know the course.
And perhaps now we're seeing the power of being the home team, the power of having all the crowd here behind you, because they really were behind them. It was a fantastic noise as they came through the line.
Absolutely, you did hear the crowd kind of come to life a little bit.